Hey guys, we're back with another episode. Bro, I can't do it. I can't do it with you.
How did we do it last time?
I
No,
don't
we
know.
took a shot before or something. We don't have to. I was just saying, what did we do last time?
Do you want to?
Yeah, probably.
All right. Hi guys. Welcome to Styles After Dark. Alexis just took a shot. We were so fucking nervous that
We were not that nervous.
No, like it's not the nervous.
It was the introduction. We couldn't get it.
Yeah, it's the introduction for us. Like recording a podcast episode with your best friend is not.
Yeah, it was cringing.
It's cringing. It's giving cringe. It's
Yes.
giving cringe. Now it's my turn for a shot so that we can loosen up these genitals.
Oh.
How do you do that with no chaser?
I know, that wasn't hard.
That was horrifying.
Anywho,
Oh my god.
we're about to drop some tea.
This episode is going to be juicy. It's going to be amazing, and we're going to have some good points. So, before we get started, I want to introduce my best friend, Alexis Libby.
Hey.
Really?
It's me.
Hey, she's such a soft girl energy.
Yeah.
Like, she's so soft girl. Like, me, I'm like, hey, bitch.
Like, hey, guys.
I'm
No, but that
Bella
is
Hadid.
all right.
I wanted her to be one of the first people that was on the show. One, she's my best friend. And two, we have gone through a lot. And I feel like friendships, relationships are a huge everyday discussion. And also I feel like we're all constantly, going through life, going through the motions, the changes. Friendships and relationships are just hard in general. We have gone through a lot. We have a friendship of only 7 years. That's not that long.
I thought it was 10 years.
No, honey. We're 23.
Sophomore year. Actual college people that graduate.
2015, we met. We've been friends for 8 years. And yeah, Alexis is just a little quick intro about the guest. Because that's what we're going to do.
Yes.
She's an esthetician.
Mm-hmm.
She just started, but she's so good. And she's already in her own new suite.
I haven't dropped it yet.
Yeah.
But
and
don't worry, I
I'm
will.
so proud of her. And she's in a very healthy, committed relationship.
Timothy.
That's not her personality, so love you, Timothy.
No. Love ya.
She's a very confident woman who also is just serving looks.
Thank you.
And she's very goofy and picks wisely on her friends.
True.
You're like a very confident, bubbly, kind person. Definitely nicer than me at times in different areas. But yeah, she's amazing.
Thank you.
Before we dive into the conversation about friendships and, outgrowing people, communication, how to make a friendship last, how to make it work, how to, all things friendships. So, that would be a cute.
All things friendship?
All things friendships.
Yes,
for the episode name?
I agree.
All things friendships.
All things friendships.
Well, every time a guest comes on, I'm going to ask them what their favorite wine is or what their favorite cocktail is.
I have something to say.
What?
My friend Kevin,
Kevin,
she knew we were doing a lemon drop martini even before seeing it.
because she knows you.
Because she knows me. And I know you're going to listen to this, Kevin. And
Kevin,
she knew
if
I was doing lemon
you
drop.
try and steal my best friend, I'm
Don't worry.
going to fucking kill you.
She has
I'm
one
just
named
kidding. I'm
Jaden.
kidding. Huh? I'm
I
kidding.
think they're still besties.
We're
I don't
over
know.
that. We're over that. We'll get into that in a quick moment. Lemon drop martinis is your favorite cocktail. Why?
The sweetness.
Okay,
I like
the sweetness.
anything sweet.
Yeah. Me too.
And I made her get pink sparkles for the rim.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. The presentation is going to be good. We're gonna make that and just kind of talk about how we met. This is also our
Lipstick.
second time filming this because I'm new.
Because she's dumb. Just kidding.
Let me get ice because I'm fucking annoying and didn't do it. Be right back after this short break.
And you're gonna put a clip. I know it. I know.
All right, we're back from the break and we have ice. It's just for decor.
Yeah.
Hey, cocktails don't usually have ice, do they?
Yes, they do. No.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. That's
They
why I
don't.
use the strainer.
We're gonna go with Tito's. 2 shots of vodka.
Okay. We met freshman year. I'll say the story. Freshman year of Coronado High School, she was walking in. She was wearing a pencil skirt. I don't remember what top you were wearing, but she was trying to be the it
Blue
girl,
top.
the new it girl on the second day of freshman year. I saw her with my friend Madison.
So I was the it girl.
She was trying to be the it girl.
Oh, I was trying. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're being honest.
No,
here.
but I mean, honestly, like you were being. You were, because like
Don't
I
take
mean,
me back
It Girl,
now.
like no, like it was It Girl. Like I
She
wouldn't
doesn't
have
want to
worn
get
that.
canceled. That's what's happening. She doesn't want to be the fucking. No, what's Selena Gomez's friend that everyone keeps saying? Is
Oh,
like
Raquel.
So, yeah,
Raquel?
she doesn't want to be the Raquel.
Yeah, no. Anyways, but no, yeah, she was wearing like a cute little pencil skirt. Pretty sure like a cute little top. And I was like, oh, she looks cute. Like she looks fun. She's being super outgoing and energetic, as if you know her, hasn't changed. And then I was with my friend Maddie, our friend Maddie, and
Who
Maddie.
hated me?
Yeah, Maddie and her had beef for whatever reason.
It was one-sided.
Yeah, during the summer, I don't know, didn't hang out with them, and I was like, oh, she looks fun. And then Maddie did not care. She showed she did not like Sofia.
She's a bitch.
So,
but we're friends now.
Yeah, no. So, what was it? Yeah, Maddie like didn't want you to like sit at her table or something, but I don't think you and Maddie had the same lunchtime. It was you were with me anyways, so I was like, oh, you can sit with us, like some Mean Girl reference. And then yeah, you sat with us, and then we became friends.
That's how we became friends. But how did we start hanging out a lot? Because I don't think it happened. What was like the day we decided to like, no, like we're hanging out?
I think it was because we had a class together.
No, did we?
Mr.
Mr.
Low-key a rapist.
No, we can't put that on there because he still works.
No, he doesn't. He got fired forever ago. Mr. is canceled. He's canceled.
Okay, well, I'll put the beep.
You can
over
beep it.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot I can beep
Sorry,
it.
I forgot.
I'm like, I don't
She's
know.
like, whoa.
I'm not trying to get.
Hold the fuck on.
I'm not trying to get sued, bro. No, he did. Like, I would hear that so many fucking girls.
Yes.
Like, I told you about this. Like, so many girls that he would be, like, texting and shit. Mm-hmm. And he had a whole ass kid and family.
No, whole kid, whole family.
Whole wife. And he was my favorite teacher. I didn't.
Yeah, no, everyone likes him, though. That's the thing. That's how we got close. Because, yeah, we had a class together. And then I got switched out.
And then we sat next to each other.
Yeah, then we sat next to each other. And Mr. not happy about
we could
that.
not.
Yeah, because he would not shut the fuck up.
It was like zing and zang.
Yeah, you know. So
wait, it's not.
It's yin and yang.
Yin and yang.
She said zing and zang.
Zing and zang.
I don't know who that is, but
zing and zang. We're gonna do lemon juice.
You know what I was just thinking about?
What?
I think we were pouring it wrong.
Me too.
Because I think we were supposed to be pouring on this side.
We're doing this all wrong.
And we're not trying to get fucked up. I gotta drive later.
No, yeah, well, this is the legal amount that we can do.
Yes. Okay, should I shake it?
Yeah.
Or you want to shake it? You want to shake it?
I want to shake it.
Right.
I feel like this should be the intro. You get the best of both worlds. You get style.
It's wrong.
But then after dark.
Anyways.
All right.
Fast forward.
We went to a football game together for the first time.
Yes,
Yeah.
with Taj and Taim.
Yes, Taj and Taim.
Yeah, so then we started hanging out, and then after that, she was borrowing my clothes all the time.
Fuck you. because I was broke.
Because she had the potential for style. So she was like, let me use your clothes and make it more stylish.
And she just let me too.
Yeah, and I was
That's
like,
what
okay.
was crazy.
Because I was fine with my friends taking my clothes as long as they brought them back.
This is bad.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't do the rim.
Yeah, we're gonna hurry up and rim it real quick.
Take some pink sugar and mix it with the white.
It's cute. Yours look like a blob. You want to pour it?
Yes. Pour mine. You pour your own. Ghetto cocktail 101. We're done. Taste test.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ew.
Literally, I don't care. It's fire. I don't care what her face is giving. It's so good.
It's kind of strong.
No.
Like it is and it isn't.
It's not.
Okay. Okay, so now that we went over like how we met, what did you think of me when you first met me? Yo, why do I feel like I'm like dating someone new? Like, what did you think of when you first met me? Like, did you fall in love? Did you think I was in your league?
People thought we were lesbian for each other.
Yeah.
100%.
Everyone thought that.
Especially because I didn't really date anyone in high school.
I was just always very touchy and sexual. I feel like terrible for saying that.
Nah, the friends that know. You know, besties that are lesbian or apparently are just, you know, super close.
Top tier.
So anyways, what was the question?
Yeah,
I thought you were super outgoing, super had a spice attitude to you.
Okay, why do you like that? It's almost like you attract what you don't want in your life.
Huh?
Wait, what do you mean? Like attract what I don't want and I wouldn't want it.
We went through all that shit in our friendship, but like you asked for it.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I like spicy friendships, right? Like it just brings funness to it. Like you can joke around with each other. You can, just without getting butthurt and offended. But then I've realized I'm also a super chill person. So I feel like the people I attract are like the spicy attitude, like to have fun, but they're not as chill. So that's where we interfere a bit.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, because she's super spicy fun, but then she's not as chill.
She wants to have her cake and eat it.
Yes, basically.
She wants the spicy Latina
Without-
friendship, but she doesn't want the Latina. She just
Exactly.
wants the spicy.
Okay, no. Okay,
I'm
no.
kidding. She's like, what the fuck? What did I put up?
Where did that happen?
I just thought she was pretty and cool, and like I was like, I need a cool friend.
Why is it the way you said it was so like, I just thought she was pretty and cool.
Yeah,
and
who doesn't need a
looking
popular
up to
friend
her.
like to get into the group?
Right.
I don't know. For me, I just think,
Bro,
ew,
it's balance.
you made me feel accepted. Ew.
I did, because I'm that type of person that's like, oh.
She's a nice person though, so it's hard to come across nice people. I feel like, especially in high school when you're the new girl, it's like. And everyone was already giving me shit because of Maddie. Like our friend Maddie, she was just like telling everyone how annoying I was. So like it was already
We
setting
love Maddie
up.
though. Before.
We do. Me and her have been best friends. That lasted for like 2 months. I don't know. I just thought you were cool and like you were nice to me. You were like the only one that was being nice to me.
That's right.
Ew. Not me getting
Because
bullied. How do you feel being on a podcast? The second time around.
Okay, yeah. So the first time, Sophia knows, I was nervous. But I was talking to Sophia. So I was like, it's fine. Besties know each other. It's not even her because she makes you feel comfortable. It's the people watching, because I just don't do this type of stuff.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't.
So I'm just like, I like the spotlight not on me, basically.
We're going to dive into the deep stuff. I want to dive deep into like the background of our friendship and how we've gotten into this so that, I can now ask her those deep questions and you guys can get a little insight of our friendship. So our friendship was very toxic. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah. On and off. And now I feel like it's at a balance. She annoyed me over the weekend, but anyway, just kidding.
Was it because I didn't respond to you?
Yes.
I knew
she
it.
literally tried giving me attitude, and then I gave attitude back, ghost.
Wait, I didn't think that was...
It's not that deep, but I just wanted to put that in here to make it a joke.
Our relationship was very like on and off since high school, and our fights,
especially in high school.
Yes, but no, even after high school.
Yeah, college too. Even when I didn't fucking live here. Still at
honestly, like all the time.
Yeah.
I think the fights just started getting more like, what is it called? Spaced out.
Yeah, spaced out.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
it went from like them being all the time to as we got older, it was like, okay, like it's been like 3 months since we've gotten a huge fight. But they would be big.
But they would be, huge.
They would be huge. Yeah. They would get nasty. We would fight. And the reason we would fight is because I feel like we grew up in such different backgrounds. And I feel like a lot of people actually struggle with this. They can't have certain friends from different backgrounds, or they struggle to have friends with
because they don't understand.
They're not coming from an understanding place, or they're not being open-minded.
Yeah, because they haven't experienced. They don't experience it, so you wouldn't know.
Yeah. That's kind of like, I feel like that's a very adult trait that people should work on having is being optimistic and understanding that people come from different places.
But that's where I was understanding. That's why, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 chances, because I was like, let's try it again, because our backgrounds are so different, especially like so different. I mean, not now. I feel like our backgrounds now are pretty much the same, like especially with you.
From my healing.
Yeah, with your whole.
The work I did.
Your whole shit. But in high school, it was very much loving family, broken family. And again, because I just have to say, it's not necessarily my parents. I just went through a lot with my parents. My parents they're Mexican. That's a different background from your parents. They're white. Why does it feel wrong saying that? Jean would be like, bitch, I'm an Italian mafia.
I had like Mexican parents and, very strict, also not as open-minded. It's just different cultures.
Yeah.
And also my parents had me super young, so they were very different mindsets, different upbringings.
Yeah, exactly how you grow up. Because
Yeah.
your mom, young, my mom's not.
young. No bad beef with my parents. I think it was hard to, build that relationship, but me and my parents are now in a really good place, which is amazing. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people, struggle to have relationships with their parents until they're older, and they can come from a more understanding and loving place, because you kind of just realize that your parents are battling their own things, their own issues, and they have their own upbringings, and then you just have more compassion for your parents, so it allows you guys to build a new and better relationship in adulthood. I just feel like that's a common thing, but because of that, I feel like it did affect my relationships romantically, and also my friendships
romantically, because
my lesbian best friend. No, it affected
like
me.
the secret's out. Just kidding.
Yeah, so I just feel like that affected our friendship, which I want to dive into today, and I'm excited for, because I feel like this could help people who are struggling.
The high school girlies struggling,
the girls who maybe find themselves fighting a lot with their friends,
and they aren't as open-minded,
or they're
so you can
not
see from both
self-aware.
perspectives.
Because so she's more secure.
I grew up in a I love you family household, hugging. Parents call me 24/7 still at the age of 23. We always say love you to each other, always hug and kiss each other goodbye. So and it's just literally always been that way.
Did you know that made you secure?
Yeah, no, 100%. Especially though when you were like, but you've also brought it up to my attention too, where I'm like, damn, that makes so much sense, because, some people don't have that type of, like loving in their families. So then they bring it out into their own family and friendships, and then they're like not as loving and as touchy. But I'm not even as touchy with friends, so I don't know. But like, I'm very secure knowing what I can receive from friendships.
I don't think you overthink as much.
Yeah, and I don't overthink it.
So I'm more insecure, so that made me overthink, self-sabotage. The whole rule in therapy is like, you have to trust yourself, and you have to trust other people until they you don't have to, but so secure that you don't really doubt people or not trust people. You're not
people. Where it's like, oh, do they actually care about me? I don't even think about that. I'm just like, yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah.
We're great.
She's sleeping at night.
Yeah, I'm going to bed at night, and Sophia's over here does she hate me?
But so that made us fight a lot. That insecurity plus secure.
And not communicating it.
Exactly.
Because she would literally just sit in her room and think about it. Especially in high school.
That's exactly what I would do.
They don't love me.
No, it's so
Crawled
true.
up in the corner. They hate me. They don't love me.
That's how I felt.
Anyways. Very much overthinking.
Yeah. Now that I've gone to therapy, I've been able to, become more secure in my friendships. And I think there's a few things that, if you're going to take, I guess a few bullet points in friendships is communication, understanding your
their situation.
Yeah. Understanding where your friend is coming from, really hearing them out, having compassion, understanding backgrounds, also being self-aware. What'd you say?
Being
open-minded, being self-aware, trust.
I mean, unless they prove you wrong to your face, you have to trust them.
Yeah, because I think that's where other people play a huge role into this. It's
that's instigating. That's just where you gotta communicate. Come on. And that's a bunch of the thing in high school. People be like, Sophia said this about you. Lex said this about you. Probably did.
But why do people do that?
Because they want to instigate it. They literally don't really care. But everyone did that in high school. I probably did that. You probably did that. It's just immaturity.
What do you look for in a friend now that you're older? What are the qualities that you want a friend to have, a good friendship? What does that foundation look like for you?
If I meet people, I like friends that I can also have deep, meaningful talks with, so it's not literally just straight up gossiping about other people. You can literally be like, how was your day? And you can be like, oh, me and so, and then the other person actually is interested in your conversation. Because growing up, I realized I not just you, just friendships, it's based off gossiping. And then if you're not gossiping, it's what else can you talk about, Yeah. So, I realized I like more meaningful friendship, not calm, but just more understanding. If I'm oh, I can't hang out today, instead of being oh, what the fuck? We were supposed to hang out today and you're going insane because you're what the fuck? Things happen, things come up. It's more oh, okay, well, let's plan for next weekend. Fine.
Everything you're describing is like what I was. Like what you don't want.
But I feel like you've definitely grown in that way.
I feel like I can agree with that too.
Low maintenance, basically. I like at this age low maintenance friendships.
Low. I think was more high maintenance and you were low maintenance. That was something that we went over. Yeah. It was like,
but I feel like we communicated that, and there's like a middle.
No, there is, but I feel like there's still people that need that high maintenance.
Yeah.
Friendship.
But I mean,
isn't a wrong thing.
Yeah, no. But wait, what about you?
What?
Your friends.
I feel like
would you say you're like high maintenance still, or would you say you're more on my level, or are you a little bit more than that?
In between.
Yeah.
I think but that's where you have to put your friend groups in. You can't take everything personal. I just personally don't think that that's something I can do now personally. I think I was high maintenance, and I think now it's exhausting when you actually start growing up and you have responsibilities.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have a job now.
Priorities.
Yeah, and like things come up.
Bills.
Yeah, like literally things come up. I don't want to deal with a friend that's like isn't understanding.
Like people take things so fucking personal, and it's like I have to constantly work on that. Like even sometimes when you are busy, like there's a little voice inside me that does get annoyed, but I also respect it and respect your boundaries. But that's just the part of me that is single and like has more time than you do. But it's never that deep. I'm just like, damn, I'm like, fuck. Yeah. Not completely low maintenance. Again, I'm single, so I feel like I have that free time. I'm super in my career, business oriented. You're more like business oriented, boyfriend, family. What I like to find in a friend is communication is huge. I feel like we're human and we're going to make mistakes. And I don't know what it is about me. I feel like I make a lot of mistakes. I feel like it's hard for me to find new, really meaningful friendships and understanding friendships sometimes, because I feel like my personality can be very different. What would you like? Why you?
Well, no, like you know, it's just some people might be like, oh, it's a little much, but that's where everyone just has different personalities. So like, if you're generally not meshing with it, okay, then it's fine. Move on to the next. But that's where some people need to be like, they just need to communicate, and that's where you say like communication is a big thing, because a lot of people are just like, she's a lot, and they're like, I don't care to like, I even tell her that, and they're just like, next friend.
I feel like I'm misunderstood a lot. Ew. I'm misunderstood.
Next sip, we're crying.
Yeah, I feel like I'm misunderstood a lot when it comes to how I say things. Like, I feel like depending on it's not even like, I feel like I'm at a place in my life where I truthfully like don't take things
personally.
Yeah, like I don't really think too much into my text, and I know can be a good or bad thing, but I feel like a lot of people will just like read into the things I do, and I feel like I'm always coming from a good place. Like I genuinely feel that way. So if there's something that comes off the wrong way, I feel like that's where I need friends that know I don't intentionally mean ever anything rude or want to like hurt their feelings. So that I need friends who know how to communicate, because if I do something where it's like it can annoy them, I need them to like express that to me so that we can solve it. So that's a huge thing. I also need someone who doesn't need a lot of time for me, but also makes time for our friendship. Also that are understanding of like me being huge on social media, and not huge by like how many followers I have, just huge on, I like
taking
to record.
It serious.
Yeah, I take it serious. I'm always on my phone. That sounds terrible, but like if you're a creator, you're
an influencer.
Okay.
Influencer/creator. What? I think influencer's cute.
I know influencer is cute, but I don't know why that seems so big to me.
But okay.
Okay. Whatever.
Like, but she is. But
so yes. I feel like influencers, creators would understand that, but it's just I feel like I need those kinds of friendships. You know, that they get you. They understand like what your intentions are behind things. Like,
well, you want a friend that you can hang out with and you can leave feeling okay. Like you can leave being like not overthinking any of your conversations or being like, oh, they're gonna go tell so and so. Just feeling secure.
Yeah, and I feel like I've struggled with that a lot. Have you not struggled with that? I'm like, no, like, genuinely.
Well,
I feel like I struggle with that a lot. Like, people don't get, people don't get me sometimes.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't really, but see, that's where I think we're just different in the way of like overthinking.
It's not even that I'm thinking about it. It's just more like people now, I'm talking about like the friendships that I've had. They've just been like, I don't know how to explain it. They're just very like, this. Like, they make me overthink myself as a person.
Oh, no, I've definitely had friendships like that. But
yeah, I think that's just maybe the phase I'm in when it comes to friendships is that I'm not getting friends that are coming from an understanding place. They're just more like judgmental, I would say.
And not communicating.
Yeah, but that's okay because like they just gotta go. Me and Alexis, we have a history because I was very and could be aggressive. Maybe you should. Like, maybe you should tell them.
So, like, what's a good word for not feeling entitled, but just like like, what is it?
Well, it's me.
Yeah, like it's more like it was your way, or like you're like no, like
no way or the highway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like not. I wouldn't say now. I would say like that was definitely like our past.
Yeah.
Where we would like argue a lot. Like it's more like
out.
attitude. Like you have attitude. Just to like round it all up, it's just being entitled.
High maintenance, entitled, passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And like constantly,
constant priority.
Yeah, like being number one. Okay, so as a secure person who's dealing with that, what would you tell an insecure person, for me, who's watching this, who might be able to be like, oh shit, like I do that? Because 2 examples is like, let's say you hang out with another friend, like I would probably get jealous. Like, or I would feel like, oh, like she's spending too much time with that friend.
Or like the Life is Beautiful one. Can I say that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Life is Beautiful.
Yeah.
We were like hanging out, obviously, and then someone that won't be named, I was hanging out with them, and Sofia kind of just wanted it to be like, she was like, no, come hang out with me. Like, I was like, no, just like hang out with us, like all as a group. Like, not to be rude, but like you saw me experiencing that. So like low key, you wanted to experience that. So since you weren't experiencing it, you were like, no, come hang out with me. But in reality, if you were experiencing that, you'd be chill with it,
Like projection.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their big thing is when you're not healed, when you're upset, when you're going through things in life, when you're not an individual who has like self-love, who has security, who's worked through their issues, or I was not in the healthiest relationship. So I feel like that took a toll on how I treated people around me, how I felt around me. And it's not that person's fault. It's just what happens when you're not happy. Like, I feel like when you're not happy, it's like.
But that's where I'd be like, okay, like I would sit and think and be like, okay, well, why is she acting this way? Because I'm not just going to be like, oh, she's acting like a bitch for no reason. Like, obviously, there is a reason to everything. So I knew it was just projection because it's something you wanted to experience and feel. So then that's where I took the time to communicate and be like, hey, like, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're not happy right now, but can we talk about it?
But
like,
that would get me upset.
Yes.
Because I wasn't.
Yeah, because
I was still in it.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's where you just needed to let it go.
Yeah.
Vice versa. Like, homeboy probably felt the same with his friends. Let's be honest.
No, exactly. Like, exactly. His friends probably had the same experience. Like, oh, like you're always upset. You're always this while you're hanging out with us. And that's just the result of like staying in something that's not serving you anymore. Yeah, she's in a healthy, committed relationship. So we started to fight a lot back in December. Yeah. So right when I was going through my stuff and like I started projecting a lot.
And I was in school.
Yeah.
So like esthetician school was like back to back, Monday through Saturday. No time. So it was just a really bad time for her, you to be experiencing stuff, and then me trying to still be there. Yeah, but then also having school, having a whole, because that was when I was literally in a whole new relationship. It's not like I've been in it. So it was just really bad timing.
Yeah, new relationship, which we all know
how that goes.
You're
honeymoon stage. Yeah,
you're experiencing that like love and like the precious moments of your relationship.
Yeah, there's a point where we weren't even talking to each other.
No, we were.
You were still in it.
Yeah.
And just
you had to lay that boundary, right?
But like obviously I wanted to be there, but just during that time we just weren't seeing eye to eye on
we weren't seeing eye to eye. I wasn't the best person to be around.
But I also could have been more communicate. Like, I could have communicated more. I feel like, but because I feel like I'm the type where if like we're mad at each other and I communicate it once, sometimes like I'm chill off like talking for like a couple like weeks even. Like I'm like, all right, well I communicated it, but honestly we could have had like a more deeper communication in the beginning about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I just texted you and was like, no, we FaceTimed about it.
Did we FaceTime?
Yeah, because I was on my way from school and we were like trying to have a deep convo.
Okay.
But it was like passive aggressive the whole time from both sides.
So as an insecure person, because I was going through a hard time and you were kind of like, okay, like I can't be here for you anymore. Like you're being too toxic. It's been years of this. Like I'm getting tired of it. She had to start putting up boundaries because of my projection and me.
But this one was serious. I know you were like, wait, hold on. Like she actually doing this right now.
Yeah.
It's like a light bulb went off.
Because this is what can happen when you're being that friend who's insecure, projecting all the time, questioning your friendships, starting fights. Like I feel at some point you just push the people who care about you the most, and it can be so easily changed if you just start healing and start asking questions of like why you're doing that stuff versus trying to put the blame on other people or trying to find what someone else is doing wrong.
I started esthetician school. I had my friends that I meet in high school. I didn't really make any friends in college because I was only there for a year. But anyways, friends in high school that I was still friends with, whatever, still, dealing with the same stuff going on. Then I meet my other friends in esthetician school. Keep in mind, they don't know. Like, the friends I met, at least, they didn't go to my school. Some grew up in, like, totally different states, places. So when we had a talk, we literally had a talk based off getting to know each other and not off gossiping about other people that in Vegas in your little circle. So we really had to be open-minded in having a communication that's based off strictly not knowing each other. Keep in mind, because when they would FaceTime each other, like they had friends too, and I would see how they would talk to their friends, like FaceTime their friends, and they'd be like, oh, or they couldn't hang out with them, or they couldn't be there for them. And I'm used to this one where, she'd be like, what, like, just getting mad and going insane on each other and like texting each other back and forth, being like, well, how do you not understand it? And then, trying to tell each other, our points and dealing with that since high school. And then I see them and they're like, okay, it's fine. Yeah. And I'm like watching it and I'm like, what? Like, how is it so easy to just do that? Like, it's easy. And like, that's their best friend. That's where I was like, okay, lights switching. And then
light bulb going off.
And light bulbs going on. When I started dating Timothy is when, then we started getting into more arguments and projection. And then I was seeing the friends that are like more in their secure friendship. And I was like, well, like I've tried explaining. Because then we had 2 full serious talks after that. Because I was like, no, we're going to communicate this. But she was still in an unhealthy relationship. So honestly, it was going in one ear and out the other. Yeah. So then we communicated it. It wasn't working out.
You got to get your shit together. Like it's no one else's job. No friend of yours is supposed to be that understanding. Mm-hmm. I mean, yes, it's amazing that you were, but like you did overdo it at that point. But I mean, like obviously I'm very appreciative of it.
Well, I think it just needed to happen because now like we're fine.
Yeah,
now it was eye-opening for you too, basically.
Someone who's secure, someone who's insecure, some of the things that have helped our friendship now more mature, more grown, not so high school, not so toxic.
Like there's definitely worse friendships, but like
I mean, we weren't like doing anything to each other to
like
not hurt each other. It was just more like
different backgrounds.
Some of the things that you might need from your friend's boyfriend, I think, is like constant reassurance. I don't think every friend can give that to you. Do you feel that way? Like, not everyone's set up for that.
Yeah, not everyone has, like, just the
patience.
Yeah, patience. Like, because some people, I mean, I will say, like, some people are just like, nope, don't want to deal with that. I can definitely make friends that are already, have a good mindset and, mental health where they're just like, I don't want to deal with that, which is totally fine. But I feel like I was at the mindset where I'm like, no, I can deal with it. And, like, I could, potentially, like, not help the person, but be like, open-minded.
Saw this thing, it was like a video, and they were talking about how when you're with an anxious slash person who needs reassurance, it actually helps. The more you reassure that person, the more they start to gain that trust and not needing it as much anymore, which is so funny because I feel like, yeah, but it goes back to the patient. So like, it doesn't matter, because if you don't have someone who can, then maybe they're not the friend for you.
My reassurance would be like chill reassurance, like love you, like no big deal. But I could tell Sophia wanted more of like a reassurance, like a deeper like, no, like besties for life, like don't fucking overthink. So that's where I had to personally be like, okay, because that wasn't just with her, that was also with other friendships. Like I've definitely had friends that's like, Lex is like too chill. Like, does she even like being friends with me? Like, no, that's just literally my personality, and I'm just calm person. I need to be more understanding and communicate better than just, no, love you.
It's funny how one twin can be secure, because you're a more secure person, but then Ariana's more insecure. But not like
boy, she's just
not
more
in
like
that way, just like more
just
anxious.
More anxious. Definitely has anxiety. Definitely someone that like you need to.
But that's most of us, and you're just don't have that.
Yeah, I don't know. My brain cell is just not wired like that.
Are you okay? I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah, you're like, maybe it's you.
Now we have like more adult, low maintenance.
Like we barely be gossiping.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. We love a good tea sesh. We love a good tea sesh.
Yeah,
but
those are important.
Yeah, but like definitely not where it's like that's our whole conversation. And then we're like, okay, bye.
I feel like it is harder for people to maintain longer term relationships because they do get boring. Like,
yeah, like no, 100%. Like there's, but see, that's where
to talk about.
Yeah, that's where I think friends serve different purposes in your friendships. Like you have a friend, you have friends that you can go out and party with. You have friends that are just there to like gossip the tea with. You have friends that like are lifelong, like, oh, my dad passed away, obviously not a thing, but like, you know, your dad passed away, you need someone to console you type friendships, and they're just all different.
Okay, so now me and Alexis have this thing called boundaries. Those are super important.
Yeah.
I feel like boundaries in a friendship are needed, and you need someone who respects them. So, and we can work on respecting other people's boundaries and not taking everything so personal. Yeah. So some of Alexis' boundaries, like, what are your boundaries?
Understanding of whatever I'm gonna tell you, and like we're having a mature conversation. I don't want I want like friends that aren't petty. Like, you know, like I feel like you're gonna go tell so and so, and you know, be passive aggressive about our conversation. Like it stays between us because two adults are able to talk about it. Friendship that's loyalty, okay. Yeah, loyal friendships. I just think that's just a part of growing up, and that's also like I've definitely learned certain things in friendships where I'm like, okay, I'm definitely not gonna bring that into like the next friendship, or like, you know, if I learn something from this certain friendship, the friends I have now, I'm not gonna like put that in our friendship. Like people just have certain boundaries.
That's true.
It's just certain things.
I know. I have had people like ask me, they'll be like, oh,
or
like,
no, a boundary. Sorry.
Go.
This one's me personally. Clothes, I want you to give me my clothes back. Like that's a boundary. Like you can borrow my clothes all you want. Any of my besties can have my clothes, but I don't want to have to be like, you never give me my clothes back. Like, I mean, obviously if I need to get my clothes, that's fine. If you want to bring it, that's fine. I just want my clothes back, because some people I've had growing up have literally stolen my shit, and I'm just like, bro, after I literally let you borrow it.
Everyone's experienced that, though.
Yeah, and that's just fucking annoying. I'm sorry.
No, that's
like,
so fucking annoying.
Like, I'm just like, but I feel like when I borrow clothes from friends, it's like, I'm like, here you go.
Yeah.
Literally, here you go. Like, the night of, I'm like taking it off, and I'm like, here you go. You can have it back.
Yeah, I will remember, I'm like, I don't even, there's so many scenarios, but that's the most fucking annoying thing.
Yes, that's just annoying as fuck. I'm like, borrowing your clothes.
Real tea. Have I ever kept something of yours?
No.
Like, dead ass. No, like, come on. Like,
no,
one
like
that you can remember.
I mean, no, but we probably argued where I'm like, bitch, give me my shirt back.
Bitch, you still have my fanny pack.
Yes, because she was supposed to pick it up and she never fucking did.
Tea time. So what do you think of friends staying friends with someone who doesn't like your bestie?
Okay, so this plays two parts. This can be either me personally, this is only what I think personally. If you were friends with the person before Like, if you were already friends with a person before you and your bestie became besties, like, okay, I mean, obviously, me personally, if they're going to talk shit about Sophia to my face and they're my friend, I'm going to be like, stop talking shit about her. And if they continue to do so, like, I'm going to be like, okay, you're not being a good person, and then I'm not going to be their friend anymore. But if they respect not to talk shit about our friendship and they keep their P's and Q's, and then I'm like, all right, fine. Like, y'all have your own beef, but don't be putting me into your guys' beef, because I'm already friends with both of you. And obviously, it's just both different friendships. But if, you know, like, me and Sophia are besties, and then this girl fucking hates Sophia, and I'm like, oh, let me be her friend out of nowhere. I don't even know the girl. Like, I just want to be her bestie now. I'm like, that's weird. Yeah. Like, it's just like, you don't like my best friend, and I already serve no purpose in our friendship to, like, create one. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to create a friendship with someone that doesn't like you. Yeah. Or, like, any of my other friends. Like, I wouldn't do that.
As I've gotten older, that's the way I think.
But it also depends on what they did. Yeah. Now, if so-and-so fucked her boyfriend, I'm going to be like, okay. I know a little different. Specific here? Yeah, like, no, it depends. Like, if I'm like, okay, shit, my bad. Like, we're friends and you going to fuck her man? That's shady. No, I don't need friends like that, because who knows? What if you're trying to fuck my man?
If it's like if one of our friends, like, let's say, like, our best friend, like, let's say Allie. Sorry, Allie. I know you would never do this, but let's say Allie fucked my boyfriend.
Yeah, like, I'd be like, honey, shady. No. Like
I can't be. Okay.
No, yeah. But, like, if it's more like, well, me and her don't like each other because we got in an argument at a party, and now I don't fuck with her. She had attitude. I'm going to be like, bro. Like, that's on y'all. Like, that's just.
What do you think of friends who even do cut friends off, like, even
if it's petty like that?
Yeah.
Just petty?
Uh-huh.
I just think it's just a maturity thing.
Okay.
Not trying to be rude, but like, I just think.
No, for sure. Stand your ground, sis.
Your
opinion is your opinion. Fuck what other
people my doing. Opinion is, I just think it's just like a mature level that some people just aren't on. And maybe it's also just their boundaries. You know, it's like, just. They want to be that type of besties, ride or die type shit.
Yeah, so they're both on the same page.
Yeah, but me personally, I think it's just a little toxic.
Yeah.
Just a little toxic and a little immature to, like, be unfriending someone for your bestie because they, you know, have a little beef with each other.
There was a lot of people that because they're social butterflies, they would always be friends with people who I wouldn't like, but they were already friends with them, and it was, to be fair, petty shit.
Yeah.
But at the time,
like, it's nowadays stuff you would get over it.
Yeah.
Like, you would be like, okay, yeah, that was stupid.
Like, now I'd be like, oh, it's whatever. That's her vibe. Mm-hmm. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
In the past, I've been like, like, fuck that bitch. But like, you better fuck her with me. Yeah. Like, fuck you, bitch. Stupid cunt. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm like, she's not kidding.
Do you think there is any friendship or situation with a friend that you could have handled better or went about in a better way, looking back?
Not really.
Oh, no regrets?
I mean, no, yeah, there's definitely, like, friendships that I've had where I'm just like, it could have been, like, stuff could have been prevented so easily, but because the communication, the immaturity, everything wasn't there, it got handled very poorly.
I hate when, like, there has to be this, like, stigma of, like...
I don't like the stigma of thinking everything is petty, and it's still moving on to this day. Like, like, I think I'm at this point nowadays where I'm like, I don't like someone, I'm not friends with someone. Not even don't like you, because I really don't hate anyone. It's just more like, I don't know, my mindset now is just like, I don't really care for you. I'm either going to block or delete you off social media, or just like, yeah, you're out. And that just goes with the people-pleasing era of me. I'm like so out of that.
She used to be a huge fucking people-pleaser.
Yeah, like I'm literally so out of that stage where I'm just like, think what you want.
And that's where I have gotten, like, I don't know, somewhere in the past couple months, I became a fucking people pleaser. I feel like blocking and deleting shouldn't be, again, everything is so personal, but I feel like I like to do that now too. It's like, I feel like when you have a relationship or friendship that is so intimate and you guys have made it very apparent that you guys don't want each other in each other's lives, or you guys maybe aren't on the same page, I feel like I do it more for my peace. And obviously if things were to end bad, then it's like, why would I keep you in my life? But I feel like if a friendship were to end and it was like, it ended in a healthy way and it was like mutual, then like, yeah, like I don't I would keep them on there. But I feel like if it ends on a pretty bad note, or, you know, like it wasn't handled very correctly, like, I'm sorry, block, delete that hoe. Like,
yeah, like it's just not that.
why do you need to see my shit? Like, there's no reason. And not in like a rude way. It's just like, and to be fair, like, I'm not someone who, if I don't feel like that relationship or friendship is going to be salvaged, is that a correct?
Yeah, like be able to fix it.
Because in real life, you just would never have to
see them again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think we just pay attention too much into social media, and that's the annoying thing about it.
But that's the thing I had to learn from is like, because I remember she'd be like, why don't you just unfollow them? And I'm like, well, I don't want to start anything. But in reality, I'm just like, no, yeah, it really was never that deep.
I think the overall gist of the episode, and like, you know, communicating in friendships and understanding different backgrounds and stuff, I don't think we went over this too much, but like really appreciating your friends is a big one.
That was a boundary too we talked about.
Like,
it's
you want
just like having like
support.
Like supporting each other and being super happy for each other.
Appreciating your friends is, I think, so huge. Just like anything in life, you know, your family, your parents, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you want to show appreciation for those who show up for you. And I just feel like that's a big thing. You know, when you're in a relationship, you're going to constantly tell your partner that they're handsome or they're beautiful or that you support them, or you're going to show up for them. So that is just something I think sometimes we don't think a friendship needs, but is actually a stable,
it's been so long,
piece. Yeah. That's it, is like you hit these, like, I don't want to say milestones, but
it is milestones though.
Yeah, because it's like every relationship hits that point where it's like, damn, like it's not as easy as it was in the beginning. It's not as natural.
And comparing friendships.
Comparing. Yes.
That's a good one.
Comparing.
Comparison is the thief.
Every relationship is so different.
Yeah,
like,
even
everything.
in relationships too.
Yeah.
Like comparing, no. Social media, no.
So there's the comparing, and then there's the compassion for your friend. Also boundaries, having a friend that respects those boundaries. And yeah, I think those are like stable key pieces to good, long-term, healthy friendships and relationships. So thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of All Things Friendships. I will see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned, and thank you guys for making some cocktails with us and having fun with us, but also getting deep.
Yes. Deeper than
All right,
shit.
peace out. Bye.